Hi everybody, it's Peter Rude, aka The Bug Nut. I finally decided to do some more videos. I really put it off. It's been cold in the garage and sometimes I just want to try and keep warm, get some work done. But I would like to bring more videos to you guys. I have almost 3,000 followers right now. You guys are awesome. Keep sending in pictures, updates, comments. It's all great. I enjoy all of it and I want to share what I'm doing in the garage with you. So just a quick update on Project Super 71. We're continuing to work on getting the bottom portion of the car pretty much all around. As you know, the car was, for lack of a better term, really spongy. The metal was just rotten. We cut out everything. We've put in all new rockers and cross members, front firewall, and everything that ties into all that stuff. So we cut out as much of the bad stuff as we could. Like I said, this is not a concourse restoration. This is a home restoration, and we're learning as we go. So right now, pretty much the right side of the car is solid, and we've switched over the doors. We're doing the same thing on the passenger side, sorry, the driver's side, well, or the left side of the car, depends on what part of the world you're watching this video. So yeah, we've just trying to chase out as much rust as we can, make it solid, get everything in, try and keep everything straight. We keep working on the front of the car here. We have the braces for the front struts welded back in place, which was a lot of work to chase all that bad stuff out, get the new stuff in. And now today we're actually going to just do a small job. We have where we have a hole in the inner wheel well where the exhaust for the heater, the gas heater was. This car, we took that out years and years and years ago. We only drive it in the summer. It was all customized car because when I did it, it was mid-90s and we wanted it to be cool and custom, so we stripped it all out. Anyway, we have no plans to put it back in, but we would like to fill in these holes properly. Back in the 90s when we did it, we pretty much just covered up the holes and things with metal and some rivets. And then we just kind of covered all that with some filler and painted it, and everybody was happy. But this time around, we're going to do everything with metal. We're doing the best we can. We're going to weld something in place, grind it down, make it look good. We'll put a little bit of filler on top to make everything look a little bit nicer. But structurally, everything's going to be solid. It's going to be metal and it's going to be welded. So that's all for me. This is all my yapping for right now. I'll give you a little tour of what's happening on the car, and then we're going to do some more work tonight. All right. Okay, everybody, for those of you that have been following this build, you know that we have the basically the inner wheel well on the right side of the car pretty much wrapped up, at least for most of the metal work. We've put in new panels here. We had to fabricate some of our own metal up in this area here and rebuilt everything on the inside. So it's all solid metal. We've even had this wrapped all the way around the lower door post, and it's solid as well. We fixed the seam here. We had to cut everything out, set it all up, bend it, and it's nice and straight now. So we're happy with the results here. We've even, we took out the brace. We put in all new metal down in here and then put the brace back in. So this has all been cleaned up. This is really, really solid. It looks a little bit like Frankenstein right now, but we will continue to clean this up later. It'll also get a skim coat of filler later, sanded down, and when it's all painted, it will eventually be undercoated. It'll be solid and you won't even see any of that. So like I said, not a concourse car, but this is going to be really solid, safe, reliable, and it's a home build. We're doing the best we can, and we're happy with the results so far. Okay, here we are at the back section, the rear quarter panel of the car, the inside wheel well in the rear. So we had a lot of rust up in this area. If you've been following this build, you can check out the photos. I'll add some into this video and a link to those images as well. This section was pretty bad. I had to get a replacement panel, rebuild all of this, chase out the rust. I still am not happy with this bracket here, the body mount. I think I'm still considering it. I'll come back to it later. I'm going to probably remove this and put the original one back in place. I think the original one was a little bit heavier. It was a little more well built, and the aftermarket one is not the best, but it's not really high on the priority list right now. Right now, we just want to get this as solid as possible. The quarter panel here, this was in rough shape. It was repaired a couple of times back in the 90s. I cut out this whole section, put in a replacement panel, welded it. Again, on the inside it was always tricky. You can see some of those photos as well. But again, so this has all been put in place. It's all roughly welded. I'm happy with the progress. There's a little bit more metal I have to put in to button this thing up, but it's progressing well. This whole rear section here is pretty solid. Once I get the left side front finished up, I'm going to go and do the exact same thing that I did here on the other side. At that point, I'll be able to remove the door on the other side and then finish up inside the door jambs and the lower door post on the A-pillar, and keep working on it, making it as solid as possible. So this was in pretty rough shape. We've chased out most of the rust, and it's getting more and more solid all the time.